Most billionaires call their broker when they want a jet. But Mark Cuban? He fired up his computer and bought it online. One click, $40 million later, and boom, he owned a Gulfstream 5. That insane purchase still holds the Guinness World Record for the largest single e-commerce transaction ever made. But Cuban's not just a tech tycoon with a flashy plane. He's a shark with serious sky game. Buckle up, because in today's video, we're taking you into the world of a billionaire's private plane collection. We'll begin with the man who practically ships the world, Jeff Bezos. You know him as the Amazon kingpin. But when it comes to flying high, Bezos doesn't mess around. His private jet game is as serious as his rocket business. Let's take a look at what the richest man in the skies is flying. Gulfstream G700. Now here's a jet that screams top of the food chain. Jeff Bezos picked up a Gulfstream G700 in July of 2024. This beauty was the 20th ever made, and Bezos dropped a jaw-dropping $80 million on it. If you're wondering what makes it so pricey, hang tight. The G700 isn't just another executive jet. It's currently the most luxurious business aircraft money can buy. The cabin? It's massive, over 109 feet in length, and the wings stretch out 103 feet wide. It can cruise at 600 knots and reach speeds up to Mach 0.935. That's roughly 617 miles per hour, with a range of 7,750 nautical miles. This plane can fly from Miami to Tokyo nonstop. It's powered by a pair of Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines and can soar at an altitude of 51,000 feet. Inside, Bezos can carry up to 19 passengers, and 10 of them can kick back in lie flatbeds. The cabin stretches 10 feet longer than its predecessor, the G650ER. You can bet it's loaded with high-end tech, including Gulfstream's Symmetry flight deck with active control side sticks. The jet, registered as N11AF, took its first Bezos-owned flight from Savannah, Georgia, to Charleston, South Carolina, before finally making its way to Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport. Bezos is based out of Miami now, so that airport becomes his launchpad. The G700 outshines even the previous title holder for range, the Bombardier Global 7500. That tells you everything. Bezos didn't just want fast or long distance, he wanted the best. This is just the beginning. Bezos's plane is just one piece of the puzzle. These billionaires' private plane collections take things to a whole new altitude. But before we explore more, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the wild world of luxury aircraft. Now, let's see what's next. Gulfstream G650ERs. Before the G700 came into play, Bezos relied on not one, but two Gulfstream G650ERs. These were the flagships for years, and still today, they're nothing short of impressive. One of them is a 2015 model, registered as N271DV, which was recently listed for sale for approximately $37.5 million. That jet had logged 3,533 hours and landed 1,285 times. It was owned under Poplar Glen, LLC, one of Bezos's Seattle-based holding companies. The second G650ER, a 2019 model registered as N758PB, is still in active use. It's slightly fresher and has been seen flying more often than its older sibling, although even this one doesn't see the sky as much as the G700 these days. Each G650ER costs approximately $65 million new. They can fly up to 7,500 nautical miles with a top cruising speed of Mach 0.90, which is around 690 miles per hour. These jets are ideal for long-haul flights, such as Miami to Dubai or Seattle to Cape Town. The aircraft measures about 99 feet in length and nearly 100 feet across the wingspan. They feature Rolls-Royce BR 725 engines and offer luxurious space for up to 22 passengers. Basically, these are global commuters with leather seats, high-speed Wi-Fi, and a stock of Dom Perignon on board. It's no surprise Bezos kept the newer one. These jets were the epitome of ultra-long-range travel before the G700 stole the crown. Pilatus PC-24. Now let's dial it down a bit. Bezos isn't always zipping across oceans. Sometimes he just needs to get from Miami to Santa Monica, or maybe swing by Seattle. That's where his Pilatus PC-24 comes in. This is a Swiss-made, light business jet, built in 2020 and taken over by Bezos in 2021. Registered as N194PJ, it's a little workhorse that's been quite active. In 2024 alone, it logged 106 flight hours, over 67 flights. In 2023, a whopping 245 hours across 156 flights. Its claim to fame is rugged performance. This bird can land on grass, gravel, snow, and even dirt runways. You won't see that from your average Gulfstream or Falcon. It's got a range of about 2,000 nautical miles and cruises at 440 knots. Perfect for regional trips. The cabin isn't massive, just over 23 feet long and about 5.5 feet wide. But it's efficient. It seats up to 10 passengers, ideal for quick hops with a small team or family. Originally built to improve on the PC-12 turboprop, the PC-24 added twin Williams FJ-44 jet engines and a sleek, pressurized cabin. Western Aircraft originally held ownership, but Bezos brought it into his fold via TVPX Aircraft Solutions in 2021. The aircraft regularly visits Boeing Field in Seattle, El Paso, and Santa Monica. It's not the flashiest in his fleet, but it's the most practical. Think of it like a high-end SUV parked next to two Lamborghinis. Bell 429 helicopter. Then there's the chopper. Bezos and his fiancée, Lauren Sanchez, fly a Bell 429 helicopter. She's a licensed pilot and even runs her own aerial production company. This twin-engine helicopter is sleek and fast. It can cruise at 150 knots and travel up to 390 nautical miles. With a service ceiling of 20,000 feet, it's no slouch in performance. It's powered by two Pratt and Whitney Canada PW 207D1 engines, each pumping out about 1,100 shaft horsepower. The Bell 429 was introduced in 2009, built with emergency medical services in mind. But in the VIP world, it's all about comfort. The interior is plush, often decked out in leather seating with luxury finishes. It holds 6 passengers plus the pilot. Sanchez uses it for short hauls, personal projects, or just a scenic ride over the coast. The 429 features single-pilot IFR certification, making it both versatile and safe. Maintenance is a breeze too, and checks every 200 hours. For something that's airborne as often as this, that's a big bonus. While it may not match the opulence of a G700, the Bell 429 adds a new dimension of flexibility to Bezos's aerial empire. It's a reminder that not all flights are intercontinental. Sometimes, all you need is liftoff and a clear sky. Now, from one sky-high billionaire to another, it's time to talk about Elon Musk. He's building Teslas, launching rockets, and tweeting like it's a sport. But what about when it's time to skip the TSA line and take off in style? He has several options. Gulfstream G550. Now this was Elon Musk's first Gulfstream, a 2003 G550, tail number N502SX, managed through Falcon Landing, a company closely tied to SpaceX. This wasn't just a status symbol. This was Musk's office in the sky during Tesla's early expansion days. You've got a jet here with a range of 6,750 nautical miles, about 7,765 regular miles, meaning he could hop between California and Europe without even stopping to refuel. She's got a top speed just shy of Mach 0.89 and twin Rolls-Royce BR 710 engines cranking out over 15,000 pounds of thrust each. The cockpit features the advanced plane view system with 4 14-inch LCD displays, a head-up display, HUD, and an enhanced vision system. Inside, it can seat up to 20 passengers. But knowing Musk, the layout was customized for utility, probably a blend of workstations, some lounge space, and tech-loaded surroundings so he could brainstorm rockets while cruising at 45,000 feet. Even with newer aircraft in his fleet, this jet remains active and is still used regularly for domestic hops and cross-country meetings. It's old, reliable, dependable, fast and efficient, just like the early SpaceX rockets that kept things afloat. A few years later, in 2007, Musk added a second G550, this one with tail number N272BG. Similar airframe, similar performance, same range, same speed, same tech under the hood. But this one had a slightly different mission: privacy. While the first G550 ran point for business, this one flew more discreet missions. Think less LA to Austin boardroom runs, and more personal family travel or quieter tech meetings. Musk wasn't doubling down for no reason. The G550 offers one of the best cost-to-range ratios in its class and can fly coast to coast or internationally without breaking a sweat. It was a smart move, not just a flashy one. Now, both G550s were retrofitted over time with updated avionics, communication gear, and Musk's preferred connectivity systems. Internet in the sky wasn't optional. This man tweets from 40,000 feet. The cabin setups likely mirror each other in quality. Ultra-quiet interiors, pressurized for comfort, and configured for long-haul luxury. Think lie flat seats, workstations, and soundproof zones for sleep or strategy. Dassault Falcon 900B N900SX. Before the Gulfstreams came onto the scene, there was the Falcon Dassault 900B, tail number N900SX. Musk bought this bird in 2004, back when he was wealthy, but not a billionaire yet. It was a smart choice for a rising star, capable, respected, and built for both flexibility and safety. This is a trijet, featuring 3 engines, all Honeywell TFE 731-5BRs, each pushing approximately 4,750 pounds of thrust. That extra engine makes a big difference on long hauls or routes with rough terrain. You get more redundancy, more performance, and that was probably part of the appeal for a guy building reusable rockets. Redundancy is life insurance. The 900B's range is shorter than the Gulfstreams, around 4,000 nautical miles, but that was plenty for regional U.S. travel or the occasional overseas hop. Musk used this aircraft during Tesla's early fundraising rounds and for SpaceX launches out of Vandenberg or Cape Canaveral. It was his hustle jet, reliable, efficient, and versatile. You could land it on shorter runways where other jets would wave the white flag. Inside, it seated up to 19 passengers, and while we don't know its exact configuration, it likely had a smaller galley, club seating up front, and maybe a rear conference or rest area. Dassault jets are known for solid build quality, and Musk kept it in rotation for over a decade before retiring it in 2016. Here's an interesting tidbit. Before Musk picked it up, that jet had some history. It was registered under Amway, a multi-level marketing giant of all places. Gulfstream G 650ER N628TS. Delivered in 2016, this jet with tail number N628TS is a leap. This is the kind of jet that flies from LA to Shanghai without blinking. It has a maximum range of 7,500 nautical miles. We're talking 8,630 miles, and a top speed of Mach 0.925. It's one of the fastest and farthest-reaching business jets in the world. The 2 Rolls-Royce BR-725 engines pump out a combined 33,800 pounds of thrust, letting Musk cruise at 51,000 feet, way above commercial traffic and turbulence. This is the plane that gets him from SpaceX in Hawthorne to Berlin's Gigafactory or Tokyo meetings without ever stopping. Time is everything to Elon, and this aircraft eats up time zones like popcorn. The cabin is basically a flying penthouse, room for up to 19 people, and it's decked out with a full galley, private stateroom, conference setup, and a layout that adapts for work, rest, or live streaming the latest X announcement. The G650ER features a unique pressurization system, maintaining the lowest cabin altitude of any business aircraft, which is more comfortable for the body, even on long-haul flights. Add to that an enhanced flight vision system, steep approach certification, and Gulfstream's Symmetry flight deck loaded with touchscreen tech, and it becomes high-end. This is the one Musk flies most often, hands down. Whether he's closing deals, visiting launch sites, or traveling with family, the G650ER is the go-to for fast, non-stop, global reach. It's his real-life Millennium Falcon. Gulfstream G700. In 2022, Elon put in an order for the new Gulfstream G700, Gulfstream's most ambitious model to date. It's still pending delivery thanks to certification delays, but once this beast lands in Musk's hangar, it'll take top spot, no question. The numbers alone are wild. A 7,750 nautical mile range, Mach 0.925 top speed, and 2 Pearl 700 engines each, producing over 18,000 pounds of thrust. You're looking at a platform that's more capable, more sustainable, and more luxurious than anything in the sky right now. What sets the G700 apart is its interior. It'll have up to 5 living areas. That's 5 zones on a private jet. Grand suite with a full shower, massive galley, master bedroom, and full conference setup. The jet is designed for the ultra-elite who want it all: speed, comfort, privacy, and productivity. This is the jet you take when you want to nap, wake up in Dubai, and hop into a board meeting without breaking stride. Its avionics are state-of-the-art, featuring Symmetry flight deck again, with predictive landing tech, touchscreen controls, and automated systems that make it one of the safest jets on the market. It's even designed to burn sustainable aviation fuel, which fits Musk's whole green mission, even if he's not building this jet himself. The cabin windows are the largest in the industry, letting in a ton of natural light, and there's ultra-quiet tech built into the airframe to cut noise fatigue. It's the future of private travel, and Musk's got one coming with his name on it. This aircraft will cost approximately $78 million, with the price increasing if you start customizing it to Musk's standards. However, the price tag is insignificant compared to what it offers in terms of capability and convenience. It's expected to replace some of the older jets in his fleet, possibly one of the G550s, once it's finally delivered. We'll move on to Mark Cuban, tech tycoon, Shark Tank star, and NBA team owner. Cuban's been flying private since before it was cool, and unlike the others, he's got a story behind his jet that might just surprise you. Gulfstream G550. Mark Cuban didn't tiptoe into aviation. He jumped in feet first with a record-setting splash. In 1999, fresh off pocketing over $1 billion from selling Broadcast.com to Yahoo, he treated himself to a Gulfstream 5, later upgraded to the Gulfstream G550. What makes this noteworthy is that he purchased it online for $40 million, which landed him in the Guinness World Records for the largest single e-commerce transaction at the time. No card, no checkout line. Just click, buy, and fly. Cuban didn't even test fly the jet himself. He sent his pilot to do the honors, who came back raving. That was good enough for Mark. Done deal. For a guy known for sharp investments, this one stands out. Cuban called the G550 the smartest thing he's ever bought. Why? Because it buys him time. Time is the one asset we don't own, he said, and this jet saves him hours every week. Whether he's flying to a speaking gig, a game, or squeezing in a quick family getaway, the G550 is his go-to. It's no wonder. This jet can cruise at nearly 680 miles per hour and fly non-stop for 6,750 nautical miles. The cabin is configured to seat up to 19, featuring 3 separate living zones, a private bedroom, a spacious bathroom, and high-speed Wi-Fi. Cuban's jet isn't just about luxury either. It's a business tool. While others are lining up at TSA, he's 40,000 feet in the air, taking Zoom calls and closing deals. When some CEOs gave up their private jets to avoid criticism, Cuban kept his. "I just hope I compete with them," he said. That jet gives him the edge. Registered as N718MC, the Gulfstream G550 remains a centerpiece of Cuban's collection. Boeing 757. The Boeing 757-200 is the heavy lifter in Cuban's hangar. Cuban dropped $36 million on this bird with a single goal: to give his Dallas Mavericks the ultimate edge on the road. After buying the team in 2000, he went straight into airplane mode. Cuban envisioned a jet that wasn't just comfortable, but functional for players over 7 feet tall. The 757's got a weight room, a medical treatment area, special meeting rooms, oversized lie-flat seats built for NBA-sized bodies, coaching resources, and connectivity tools on board. Think of it as a flying training facility with wings. Even though Cuban's kept quiet on the exact layout, it's likely inspired by designs from Nike and Teague, futuristic flying team headquarters. The interior's optimized to reduce travel fatigue, which, in the NBA, can mean the difference between a win and a loss. Originally delivered to Iberia Airlines in 1993, this plane has racked up its fair share of miles. It still clocks around 600 hours of flight annually. The Mavericks use it to crisscross the country during the season. And, in the off-season, Cuban charters it out to large groups needing elite comfort. It turns into a moneymaker when the team's not using it. This plane registration, N801DM, was even upgraded in 2006 with blended winglet technology. That means better fuel efficiency and extended range. more miles, less gas. It's a win-win. What's impressive isn't just the aircraft, it's the strategy. Cuban sees it as part of the Maverick's competitive edge. When the team rolls into town well-rested, while the competition's been contorted in coach, that's a real advantage. Cuban's playing chess while others are playing checkers on the tarmac. Boeing 767. Not every move in a billionaire's playbook pans out exactly as planned. Case in point, Cuban's Boeing 767-200, once the crown jewel of his boldest aviation venture. In 2007, Cuban co-founded MLW Air, a luxury charter operation meant to fly high-end clients in serious style. The star of that fleet? The 767-200, a wide-body jet with international range and the kind of cabin that makes Gulfstreams look modest. Registered as N767MV, this jet was built for luxury from nose to tail. It could cross oceans, carry celebrity entourages, sports teams, business execs, or all three at once. With an all-first-class layout, plush interiors, and long-haul comfort, the 767 made regular jets feel like flying Greyhounds. Its range? Over 5,900 nautical miles. Cuban envisioned the plane serving elite clientele, charters for sports leagues, mega-corporations, and even global dignitaries. The Mavericks used it occasionally too, making it a versatile beast. But here's where the story turns. Despite the high hopes, the 767 didn't become a daily driver. It spent long stretches parked in Florida and Arizona. By 2021, it was grounded for good. Sold to Wyatt Aerospace for parts, the once mighty bird was retired after nearly 40 years in the air. Was it a failure? Not exactly. The 767 symbolized Cuban's ambition to expand beyond his own needs and turn aviation into a business. He swung for the fences, and even if this one didn't go the distance, it shows the kind of risk-taking mindset that built his empire in the first place. Bombardier Global Express. Fast forward to 2018, and Cuban was back at it, adding a Bombardier Global Express with a registration N921MT to his already impressive fleet. This one doesn't get the headlines like the Maverick 757 or the record-breaking G550, but it may be the most practical jet he owns today. Think of it as the perfect balance between luxury, speed, and stealth. The Global Express isn't flashy. It doesn't scream billionaire. But with a 6,000 nautical mile range and a top speed just shy of Mach 0.89, it gets Cuban anywhere he wants to go, fast and in comfort. Inside, it's all about separation. There's a work area, a relaxing lounge zone, a full galley for meals, a private washroom. Every inch is designed for productivity and comfort. It's a mobile command center that just happens to fly at 51,000 feet. According to flight data, Cuban flew this jet over 70 times in 2024 alone. One trip even clocked 4,710 nautical miles, from Dallas to Milan, non-stop. This is his go-to for international business and personal travel. When he's not flying the Mavericks around or doing media rounds, odds are he's boarding this one. It's not just about where he goes, it's how he gets there. The Global Express lets Mark Cuban run his businesses mid-flight, take calls, write deals, and even rest up. It's the ultimate power tool for a guy juggling investments, sports, media, and family. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed flying first class through the world of billionaire jets, hit that subscribe button and buckle up, because part 2 is coming, and you won't believe who's on deck next. More insane aircraft, more luxury, and a whole lot more high-altitude stories. Don't miss it.